we're talking about how do you know if God is calling you to the ministry of adoption? Do you get a sign? What is it like? How do you know?
Yeah. With every calling that God gives us, right, each person's experience is a little different. Right. I can tell you about our personal experience, just being called into the ministry itself. And that was every song on the radio was about, it was the Move, it was the Do More, and, all those songs. Every devotion, every Bible study was all about like stepping out, doing more. There was no way to get away from it. It was clear. And not everyone, right? I'm a neon sign kind of girl. Like I tell God, like, you got to put it in a big neon sign. But for some, it's seeing a Wednesday's Child episode or seeing a child on a website.
Right. We post every Sunday an SYP child.
Yes, exactly. So it's seeing that and going, hey, that kid, I have something in common with that child, or that's, something I've been thinking about, and just kind of following that. So, it can look different.
It can look different, and just to, have an open heart and just see, where God leads you in all throughout your life, right?
Yeah.
But when you have any sort of fears, if you do feel called to the ministry of adoption, there I'm sure are some fears that come in as well. And how do you address those fears?
Yes, yeah. So I think that's it's just part of our human nature, right? Is the first thing is go, whoa, no, wait, that's scary. That's too big. We can't do it. What about all these, things? Or you start telling people about it and they're like, oh, well, haven't you heard about these kids? Or, those things. And I think we just have to remember, like, fear is not of God. And that when we are about to set out and do something really amazing for God, like change a child's life forever, the enemy is going to come in and he's going to distract us and discourage us. I also think that just like when you buy a car or you're looking at a car, all of a sudden you see that car everywhere, that you're going to start to hear and see more about adoption just in your life. It's always been there. You're just more aware of it now. And so just being aware of like listening and filtering those stories that, yes, you're going to hear some of the negative things because there's trauma and it's hard. This is not easy. But just knowing that if God's calling you to this, there's a reason and that he's got you in this.
He does. Absolutely. Amen. Yeah. And how does Christian Family Care come alongside the families then throughout those hard times?
Right. A big piece of it is our training. We just really want to equip families to be ready for the journey. We do have our support services, our family coaching that's available, and that is available, during the matching, after the matching, even sometimes before when we're working with families throughout the process. We are a holistic approach, and so we're there to support families. We'll make recommendations for counseling as needed, but ultimately we want families to be ready and prepared for everything, for better or for worse.
Right.
So we have a lot of ways that we do that.
And so we have an boot camp on the way coming up, and we need to let everyone know about it so you don't miss it.
Yes.
Can you share with us what it's about?
Yeah, so January 5th is our first start date, so you got to get called and started before that.
Right.
Don't wait till New Year's Day when you're anything like that. That's our pre-service training, and so starting before that there's a brief application period, a first interview, things like that need to happen before. So giving us that call and getting that ball rolling. And then I think tonight, it's actually tonight, check my calendar here, is our Understanding Adoption. So if people are just going, I don't know, I want more information, I'm not sure I'm ready to apply, but I have questions, join us tonight, both in person or virtually, and we'll just answer all the questions that we can.
Yeah, and you can find a link to that if you can't attend in person on our website, understandingadoption.org. But we strongly encourage you to come in person and meet Michelle in person, and she can answer, like she said, all of your questions. And so, we look forward to seeing you tonight at Christian Family Care here in Phoenix. You can find our address on the website as well. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.